APAC, you know. Feels like that region, I mean that collection as well of countries, it just produces incredible mechanical talent.
It certainly has in the past, yeah. And, you know, surf the next crop. 18 years old, this guy. Had a rough performance in map 1, but he's still here, still fighting with the rest of his team, getting incorporated into these set plays. And Liquid, they take B green control.
There's so much aggressive space being gained here. Look at how deep Surf is pushed through A. This is going to give them so much information. But Hunter's Fury feels like, wow, okay, Yampi's got another one online.
No way.
I'm pretty sure that's the exact same setup as well. He has a dart that lands onto the middle section there of B.
It was a really nice play. I mean, he gets another one. I'm surprised it got that level of value, but that's a phenomenal opening pick for Liquid to get.
And I haven't revealed too much other than the fact that, I mean, obviously Xerxia,
right here,
they know what's about to be coming. They know this hit's coming through.
My question, Bren, is whether Sushi Boys invests his lockdown. He does not have nanoswarms on the spike plant. So they're not going for a big deny the plant kind of setup right now.
30 seconds left.
I mean, I guess they could with like snake bites and shock darts, but it feels more likely to me that they're just going to put time pressure with this lockdown. Yeah. There's 20 seconds left, nanoswarm out. What happens if Sushi Boys just invest this ult right now?
And the lockdown's down. Players from Liquid, they need to start to try and break this one. They do get a plan, but the spam comes through. Soulcast dealt with. Lockdown. Players are going to be able to survive and just avoid being detained as well as they just hug the exit areas of it. I'm scared as well of this now, but the post plan's being played from Liquid. Yampi 11 seconds away from that recon dart. I don't think he cares though, still taking the fight. Swinging out, takes off Fox's head, and he takes off another one. 3 kills for him in this round, a 4th! You've got to be kidding me. Denied the ace. Surf will at least do that much, but he realizes I got to get out of here. I can't do that much.
And Surf was going for a flank down mid, wasn't really connected with the rest of his team, comes back in, operator in hand, and Yampi's already won it for him. There's a bit of a jet diff to finish things off, but it's all about Yampi. Masters tournament that they played online in EMEA. Something just seems to have clicked right beforehand.
Dart at the back. Now Xerxia has been taking a lot of aggressive A control, and this time Liquid are playing right into it. It's going to be the 1-for-1.
You will not.
This was playing up close, but they do have the res available.
So does Cruz, but there's no way he's going to be able to get to that.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not pushing that deep. And now Surf is left wondering, well, his players, you know, his teammates, a bit of a support line for him, I think, in covering a lot of those angles, the line of sight angles where
take flight.
Yeah.
He otherwise might not have been able to watch.
He's pretty claustrophobic at the moment, just hiding from the drone.
Someone needs to break this.
Cruz tried.
You've got to break this drone, and now Surf is in trouble. It spotted him out, goes for the quick scope, and now you're seeing the slow orbs come through. Liquid are so aggressive, yet Cruz takes matters into his own hands.
Another mad play.
Pushes across, and yet that's a play being made from him, still making it happen, and that is Scary supporting him right from the side. Up top though, Link tries to make some magic happen. It is the 2v3. They're just watching with the op. The long sightline. Scary is in trouble if he peeks that one, and now it's the 2v2. Link moves forwards, a quick little flick of the wrist. Finds the header. Surf. Sushi Boys left alone. Only the Spectre to work with. Here's the spike being planted. No way does he catch that timing, but the swing was there.
Rounds have just been on a knife's edge.
So close, haven't they? This is a bit of a throwback, I think, to the beginning of the half. It looks like they wanted to get a bit aggressive. Now the drone's being pushed up, but it's so fast.
Brent, these mid pushes have not been working because Liquid are playing so much faster than they were before.
This Fury has to be used to commit. Take out that lockdown. One little tag finally will do a bit of damage there onto Yampi, but they're already deep. Wall's not being taken down, and Scream, he's popped his own knives. Running over them right now, updraft in hand. Surf, he tries to answer back, but the knive's just a slight whiff, and the weaponry is not ideal. Only a couple of Spectres to take these long-range fights. 3v5.
Ambitious right clicks from distance with the classic, but only 3 Spectres here. 3v5 retake, so difficult for Xerxia.
Quick little flick there from him. Still Scream, he's working right up close into them. Surf now left alone. No health, 13. Hit points just left remaining to him, and with the Spectre, Vera's holding this angle down. Could potentially catch that timing that he's looking for, but it will not be the case.
In Liquid, utterly. And thanks to heroics from Scream here, Yampi in many of the other rounds. And Sliggy actually taking, using those timeouts intelligently to be able to reset the momentum and give his team an idea of the adjustments he needs to make. I think this is such an important pistol round for Xerxes to be able to come out with. What a flick! That's from Soulcast.
And this is explosive. Wasn't expecting this kind of pace. Usually the rounds are quite slow from both of these teams, but
Xerxes' pistol was fast before on Icebox, and they're going with the same kind of momentum again. They need this. They need to be able to halt Liquid's momentum that they had in that first half. They really got things back in their favor. It was 6-1.
6-1, man. What is that? Just pre-firing the common plant spot. Catches onto Sushi Boys. That Sheriff is doing work right now.
But with two Ghosts, if Cruz and Scary are able to take long-range fights, they still have an opportunity to turn this round around.
You have to hit some shots, though. Some nasty ones at that. Again, the spam from Scream.
It's so scary when you see it come through.
Shock dart, they're actually walling all the way up. This is the kind of ingenuity that you love to see. So she's just waiting for somebody to cross into their line of sight ankles. They expect this. They drop down, planting inside the little cubby, and now the double swing comes through. Vulnerability on point for them. Link's able to
throw out. It's just going to vulnerable the players, stop them from planting. Look at this! How good is that from Soulcast? And if we want to frame things on the other side, right, Brent, from Xerxes, feel like it's slowly slipping through their fingers.
You don't want to squander it. You don't want to be known as the team that collects the upsets against North America.
Exactly. No one's going to remember just Optic randomly getting beaten one time if the team doesn't make it through to the playoff stage. That's what Xerxes need to be doing here. And at the moment, Liquid just getting the read, snacking on him. Tough, but they found those opportunities to really get on the board.
Yeah.
And once they get rifles in their hand after we watched Navera just body shot them all. But once they do get rifles in their hand, these players, between them, they bottom fragged on map 1.
Yeah. Spearhead for a lot of the strategies, obviously, revolving around Surf. And now, a bit better weaponry in the hands of the Xerxes players. You can see rifles across the board. Liquid obviously would love to convert this bonus round.
You cannot lose this if you're Xerxes. The map would just spiral completely out of control. I mean, we've seen incredible comebacks from them before, like with X10.
I love that.
But getting the first pick just makes things that much more comfortable.
Bit of discipline there as well with the double swing, just making sure that they're not going to be able to at least trade out the player if one of them went down there to the Marshall that's being played. And they have spotted a bit of that utility as well. The Nano Swarms, well, at least one of them's taken out. Aren't going to start to come through, but respect being shown. That was a snake bite shock dart combo, I'm pretty sure. Enough to do a bit of damage, and it has taken a chunk out of them. And Xerxes forced to try and pivot away here, but the read, I think, is already there. Look at the players on from Team Liquid. The minimap just scampering, making sure that they can put a stop to it.
It is 4v3, but it's going to be so tough to get this spike down. Yampi, of course, has already used his shock darts, but Link's in a great position to spam.
That's so spammable.
This looks deadly.
Wall up. Try and swing across it. This time they're covering for it.
What a great play. Sushi Boy's so aware of that threat, and they get boosted up into the position. Here's the punish as well for Yampi. Spray the wall, will you?
Just pushing all the way around, man. Soulcast, last player left standing for Liquid, and it looks like this flank for Kitchen. Yeah, caught unaware. Nice round.
If not for anything else, just for morale.
Sure, sometimes you just need that one to get the ball rolling, you know?
Exactly.
Make sure that the momentum is back on your side, even just to a degree, because Surf is very alone right now, just watching this A main area for the push. This deep wall from Liquid is going to be denying so much mid-round information unless it gets broken, but it just looks like the Xerxes players just don't feel comfortable spamming it.
It actually got Soulcast's ult online as well. So they're potentially going to be able to get a res. Resing on defense Icebox, though, can be pretty difficult.
No way.
A lot of your players are going to die in pushed-up positions.
So deep here.
He's really
so deep. Tries to find a kill, quick dash away.
Supported by a slow orb. Soulcast threw another one out there so that there was no swing that could be able to punish him. He gets away. Obviously, if Scream dies there, that is an unresable position. And here comes the drone. Yeah, you've just got to think from Team Liquid's perspective, there is just so much information happening over towards B right now to deal with the Sage Wall. You've traded Sage Wall for tons of info in the first minute of the round. You know that they are still trying to take B.
Right here.
And meanwhile, Brent, throughout all of this, Navera's just been locking down A with a combination of his Killjoy utility and the Operator. They're pretty confident this is going to end B.
Well, the deep drone, it does spot the turret. The turret gets taken away.
30 seconds
But
left.
yeah, the players are starting to at least meander over towards that B side on the side of Liquid. Soulcast wants to be ready. Look at the positioning he's playing here. He wants to try and disrupt and break this wall instantly, and he's done just that. It's no longer really safe for Cruz to try and plant. He is so low right now.
And he gets spammed down. 10 seconds left here.
They have to get the plant down, Josh.
Surf's
It's
going to
critical.
go for it.
They have to try and stick this one. They have to defend the plant. And notice spam around the corner. Scream straight through the smoke. He's got the Phantom in hand, of course. He can do a bit of running and gunning. The players from Xerxia have to try and lock this one down. It's a 2v4.
They've got 2 nanoswarms. They have 2 snake bites, but I don't think that's going to be enough.
He doesn't even have the nanoswarm set up right now. Sushi Boy's just being so heavily pressured. Liquid, they really will not let you set up like that. And again, it comes down to just the information. They knew that the B push was coming through, and they knew that that wall was in position to try and disrupt it.
What I love about this too is it's something I was really missing from Liquid. The aggression, the denial of the plant, these effective retakes. I told you the stat earlier where they lose.
Let's go, baby!
You just get a tournament run like this.
Absolutely. Good thing for Liquid as well. I mean, they were thinking a couple of weeks ago, you know, changes potentially on the horizon for them, but this tournament, if they are able to claw this one back and...
Yeah. It's not just a win to prove that they belong with the best teams in the world. It's a win to prove that the Liquid system works.
Absolutely.
That they have an IGL system that functions, that he has faith in all of the
No,
players.
Scary's here! I can't believe this! He's looked all the way up, and look at the patience being showcased. He needs to take that kill, though. As soon as Scream gets that pick onto Surf, he realizes this is a dangerous scenario to just be really dragging out. And so, the 1-for-1. And Scream is pushing so deep around this corner. It looks like it is being held, though, by Fox, but he only has the Sheriff in hand.
Is anyone going to clear
Try and
this?
punish this one! They actually do!
That's crazy. And Scary has his ult online. Viper's Pit available for this round. They can go in here. They can turn this around. They can turn their fortunes in favor of Xerxia.
And notice this, the change happening here as well. Previously, they've been putting that wall right across where it's spammable. This time, in a much safer position.
Yeah, very different setup. And their Viper's Pit extends just far enough to do damage to the players who are retaking.
Turret takes contact of one of the players playing inside of it. Link has to respect that and back away. Soulcast just trying to work around yellow now, and timing is critical for them. The Nanoswarm pushes them off of it. They know they're not going to be on the plant. Soulcast has to make a play, pushes around the back. The weaponry, it's not fantastic, but now as they're sticking it Scary, finding all the kills. That's going to be 5. The player rezzed up Navira. Left to his devices, not much more he can truly do. And will it be 6? It will indeed.
When have you seen that? Masters Reykjavik with the 6-person ace. Just your basic round either. This was set up, this was the beginning for Scary. Finding that pick on Yampi, who just flops from the sky into his lap, punishing the swing on Scream. He was the only player with a rifle. And then he pops the Viper's Pit.
It's unbelievable.
Gets everyone. Now, Brent, even if he hadn't done that, Fox still had the Sova ult in reserve.